Hello there and welcome to a review. And today we're going to be reviewing the Britten Norman Islander made by Nimbus Simulation Studios. So I spawned us in TNCM, or Princess Juliana International, in the Dutch island of St. Martin, and we're just going to be taking a look at the new plane. So without further ado, let's get into it. Right, so first of all, we're going to have a look at the exterior model of the plane. So firstly, I can tell that it's been very detailed. We've got modelled passengers on the inside and the nose has been done really well. The rivets and everything and the attention to detail is definitely something I'm very impressed with. And we've got lots of things like a bit of wear and tear, and for quite an old plane, I really like this. On the top of the wings, we've got insane detailing. I'm absolutely stunned by that, alongside the landing light on both sides. I'd also like to draw your attention to the window, and the window has been made absolutely excellently, and you can tell there's a bit of dirt on it from where this plane might have been doing a bit of off-roading. The engines themselves look very nice. Maybe it would have been nice to see a bit more inside the engine, but I'm not complaining, far from it. We've got a nice looking doors, and the doors are fully functional, and we'd work out how to open them up a bit later. As for the tail, I think the rudder and the tail looks very good indeed. You've got a bit of wear and tear, a bit of dirt. However, there is one thing I'd like to draw your attention to a bit later, which was that tail. That we'll be finding out isn't all it actually seems. So anyway, that's for the exterior model. Let's take a look inside. So this is the inside of the Islander, and at the moment we're cold and dark, but this is how it looks. And first thing I can say is it's really good. You can see the texturing is really nice on the floor, and the rudder pedals, you can tell these rudder pedals have been being used, and then the springs. The floor, a little bit pixelated, but the floor looks pretty nice. And also the carpet in the rear part looks pretty realistic for this sort of plane. The pilot seats, you can tell that there's a lot more kind of dirt on the captain seat, so I'm guessing this plane, it tells a story in itself, will have mainly been being flown by the captain and not so much by the co-pilot. Up here we've got our rudder trim, we've got some torches that when we go into the night lighting I'll show you a bit more about, and we've got our fuel, we've got fuel pumps, and we've just got all of our things. We've also got a lovely pair of headphones that we're going to try out later. As for the passenger compartment, I think the passenger compartment is very nice. In the weight and balance page, which we'll go a bit more in depth with later, we can take our passengers in and out, and that corresponds with our load limit. And we've got our cargo door at the back. We're now going to have to take a look at this little menu that you find in the bottom left. So over here we've got checklists. The checklists look fine enough to me, and you can jump to them or you can move them along with the arrow keys. Then it's also got a wear and tear model. So I've been taking this for a spin a while. So as you can tell, it's getting needs a bit of need of maintenance. For example, the oil on the left-hand side of the plane, that's got a bit low level. But say we were going to replenish something, say the front tyre condition, you just click on it and it goes back up. We've also got this little yoke thing that we can move around. It's quite weird, but it just shows your movement. Can't really see a use for it, but I suppose if you're outside and you want to know your yoke movements and your throttle, that could perhaps come in handy. We've also got the performance chart. This is mainly for cruise, so that depends on what sort of RPM you're looking at and how much pressure you're looking at for your altitude. We're going to go in weight and balance, and like I say, we've looked at this already, but you can adjust the cargo, you can adjust units in pounds and kilograms, You can change the pilot in and out, however if you make it in it looks very weird. And that is your weight and balance chart. And then you've also got doors and accessories, and all of these are modelled. As you can see, you've got shocks, you've got the engine covers, you've got the pilot cover. I've left that on before, and I didn't have any speeds and I didn't know why. And you can control the doors from here as well. Back to the doors, you can also control the doors from the inside with the hand. The only one you can't control from the inside is the cargo door. The cargo door has to be done via that. So let's get this plane started up. So first thing, you're going to put the battery and the generators. Then going to put the mixture full rich. Get the fuel tanks on. Put these fuel tanks on, and also take a listen to the sound. The sound's really nice. We're then going to put the nav lights on, passenger notice, beacon lights, and we'll put the landing lights on later. Put the cockpit lights on a bit more. Take a listen to the sound of the flaps, and the flaps are also displayed up here in a little icon. You're going to put external supply on. You're then going to start the left magnetos, put them on, and start the engine. Also pay attention to that lovely little bit of vibration that comes when the engine starts and kicks into life. And there you go, you've got your engine started up. We've also got a small autopilot alongside our old-fashioned things, which you switch on with these little, the pointer things are really detailed and I really like it, and you can get a 2D pop-up, and that's just with the default Xplane, but they've masked it with a Garmin just to look a bit more professional. And you can just kind of basically, I'd like a V750, but I mean, can't ask for too much. And you have to make sure your fuel pumps are in the green, so you put the fuel pumps, auxiliary fuel pumps off, and we're ready to taxi. Also, I'd like to draw your attention to those little windshields. If you just watch the vibration is something I'm really impressed with, and we can move them up and down as well, which is just quite nice. We're now going to switch off the external supply, and we're going to get moving. Also, I'd like to just show you these headphones, and you can still hear a bit through them, but they're not completely blocking. So we're just going to advance throttles, and one thing the Britten Norman Island is famous for is its short takeoff landing performance, and you just take a look now, and it's quite amazing what it can actually do. There is no F mod, but it's quite a small plane, so I don't really mind, to be honest. The vibration can get a bit annoying at times though, so we're just going to use the RPM limiter, and you wanted that to be around about this much for a flight, and as you see the windshields just kind of stop vibrating. The autopilot's fairly good as well. Just going to switch autopilot on, and it holds the attitude. We'll just press hold the altitude, and you look, we're at 950 feet, and it will hold it pretty well. We change our heading with this little knob over here, so let's just say heading 270 west, and it should just level off or flatten off when we get there. So yeah, all in all, it's a really nice plane that we can use. When these are wanting to work, it's also worth noting that passenger lights work as well. for nighttime flying. And then that is very nice. However, I would like to point out this tail wobble. It's a little bit like the tail's about to fall off. And if I was up to it, I'll definitely do something about that tail wobble. It does not look quite right. Maybe something in plane maker you could do, but it just doesn't look right to me. It's also really well made so that if you try to open the door in flight, it will blow back, because in real life that is what would happen. So now I'm just going to turn back to Princess Juliana, which we've kind of gone a long way away from, and I'll cut when it's landing time. On short final to Princess Juliana International. Photo along the runway. And let's put her down now. And 135 feet per minute, not bad. Not bad. And oh, don't tell me I've actually missed a turn off. Yeah, I have. But we'll just backtrack along the runway. And definitely a nice little touch to the plane. So just going to park with the other general aviation aircraft, and that's going to be around here. And put the parking brake on. The parking brake is down here, and that is on. As for the engine, you just slowly bring back the mixture, and you have a nice little vibration as they go down. Then the magneto's off, and the auxiliary fuel pump's off. I'm now going to put the flaps up and listen to the sounds. And I really like that little humming sound. I think it's really nice. Yes, so the final verdict. So this airplane cost me £28 or $32 US. The exchange rate is not great at the minute. Well, that seems quite expensive for a general aviation aircraft. I fully recommend this plane. I think the texture in the cockpit is second to none, and most definitely the outside textures are absolutely beautiful. Because if you go and get this plane before version 1.1 comes out, you will be able to cash in on a 2 free airports. I forgot what they're called, but they're in the Orkney Islands, and it is where the world's shortest flight happens between these airports. And these are payware airports made by Nimbus. So yeah, if you get this full version 1.1, you do get those airports, and I'm really looking forward. I might review them depending if we can get up to 15 likes on this video.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands,
overall, this plane, I'm definitely highly recommend it. I don't have a seal of approval or anything, because I don't really buy many payware planes. But this payware plane is definitely one that I'd recommend to others, and it's worth every penny, and I'm sure I'll get lots of enjoyment out of this plane. And I think it's just one that just really nice looking on the inside, outside, and everything. And I'll be doing a couple more flights on this plane alongside in my Toyota A319 and maybe in the future my Zibo 737. So I do thank you for watching. And if you're interested in any other series, including Pilot Career Mode, which is just having a mid-season break, but that'll return to find out the story of Harry Wilson and his journey into the cockpit, and also the journey to Ushuaia, where we take the Toyota A319 in a special Simply Simulation livery from Mexico City down to Ushuaia, and that's in 15 different legs, stopping at over 10 countries on the way. So I definitely encourage you to watch that, and that will be live streams, and I'm always on the live streams. I don't talk on the live streams, but I'm always welcome to ask any questions. Also, if you have any questions in the comment section, I will be very happy to answer them. So thanks for watching again. Please like and subscribe, and if you've got any questions, comment in the comment section below.